Hello and welcome to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 count. It could be any one of them. We should say all of the numbers. Greatest Royal Rumble, you say, Ellis? 31. 30.
Really, you should have gone 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and count.
Well, I didn't though, did I?
No, you went the worst option for it.
No, I did. I just gave you a whole Royal Rumble match.
That
condensed
did
form.
not feel like a Royal Rumble match.
Didn't it?
No, it felt like an endurance. It felt like a mid-2000s Rumble.
It felt like the 2022 Rumble. Yes, so we are, for a weird one this time, I'm Ollie Davis, of course. This is Luke Owen, DAD. Welcome to this Patreon-exclusive episode of 3 Count, where things are a little more lax, because we can be silly behind the paywall.
We don't have to get into it. We have to worry about the watch time.
Dear God, we could not have counted to 30
No.
for the first 10 seconds of a YouTube video.
Imagine that retention drop-off rate you get in that first 30 seconds.
If you don't hook the viewer in the opening 10 seconds, Mr. Beast will come round to your house personally and force feed you. Actually, he's been accused of some stuff, hasn't he? So
I think he's been cancelled, hasn't he? Or
I don't know what he's going to do if he comes around your house.
Probably give you mouldy Lunchables.
Yeah. Yes, I don't know where I was going with that. We're going to do the Royal Rumble 2001 pay-per-view. We have never done a pay-per-view through the lens of a 3 count.
So we've gone through various different ideas of what we can do with 3 counts behind, the paywall and stuff on Patreon, where we don't have to have like the big topics and stuff.
We're running out of ideas.
So we were doing like every year in three words or less, but we also said like, let's do a show. And we thought the Royal Rumble is a perfect time. There's a bunch of people on the card. There's 30 in one of the matches. And when we debated on which Royal Rumble did we want to do, and your first suggestion was the 2022 Royal Rumble.
I guess I've got such fond, goofy memories. But and Tempest did point this out. It's only the last 4 entries that go to crap.
It's from Shane onwards, I think, is when that Royal Rumble gets good. And by good, I mean it falls apart.
Yeah, so I was talked down off the 2022 ledge, but then Tempest was like, 2018,
2018 was the one he was pushing for.
Dude, it was a fun Rumble, but I don't think of 2018 as, I want to talk about it. But then you said, Royal Rumble 2001.
2001's the best Rumble.
Best Rumble, like great ladder match, Kurt Tripp stuff. It's the build to WrestleMania X7.
Ain't nothing ever topped this match.
Yeah. Let's watch this again and go through it.
I think I said this on a TLC episode, which is either coming out before this or after this. I know I've already filmed it, but I do my favorite Royal Rumble match, and I have this there at the top of the list, and I'm like, I don't know if this is now considered a boomer opinion, but this is the greatest Royal Rumble ever. And I don't think any...
that was in Saudi Arabia.
It's the greatest Royal Rumble on North American soil.
Yes.
I don't think any other Royal Rumble has come anywhere near as being as good as this Rumble is.
There's so much star power. Mm-hmm. There's possibly Ric Flair, Stone Cold, like single Rumble performances. And there's Kane.
Yeah, exactly. It's got that. It's got a mix of. It's got comedy in there. It's got best cameos. It has got the hardcore stuff in there, and then it's beautifully split up into 3 different thirds, so well. It's a brilliantly laid out match. Tag title match.
1 week build.
Right. Well, okay. So mine is a little tired.
Oh, because they've been feuding over...
You go back and you look through 2000, love that ladder match at WrestleMania 2000, love the TLC match, but actually the majority of 2000, it's just the Dudleys, Edge and Christian, and the Hardys, not just on pay-per-view, on TV as well. I get to this point here, and I know they have the great match at WrestleMania X7, but this is where I was like, this feels like a TV match. Edge.
Lawler is aroused. So there's a bit in this where Edge yells at Bubba Ray, "I'm going to break your neck like a twig." And Lawler says, "Oh, I love it. And JR says, "Does it make you aroused?" It's such an odd escalation of JR trying to have some banter.
Yeah.
But it comes off weird.
That is a
and
little bit
actually,
weird.
through the lens of horny JR in the modern era,
Oh, yeah.
maybe he was looking to share some arousement.
Old horny and salty JR. I've gone with, so I quite like the entrance that Edge and Christian have, because the story going into this is they attacked them backstage in that one week build that you talked about their concerto to the wall. And they've suddenly come around and they've got a bit of a scared look on their face because it has not affected the Dudleys. So I've gone for effed around.
Just effed around?
Well, that leads into the next one. Christian.
Great heel comeuppance.
Found out.
Effed around and they found out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, they try the concerto stuff again, and Edge. Well, they try and do the was up spot, and Edge falls off the top rope into a reverse Christian, straight in the dick.
Oh.
It's the Attitude Era.
It's good comedy.
You're gonna get punched in the dick.
Bubba Ray Dudley
Concussions aren't thing.
shrugs off concussions.
Well, they're not. If you look into it, no one's ever had a problem with a concussion.
I've never had one. I think I'm just a great worker.
Well, actually, Lawler on commentary does say that the Dudleys can't have concussions as they need a brain.
They've got no brains. Devon Dudley
Got the tables.
has no brains. Icy ladder match.
5-star match.
5-star match.
Oh, it is a perfect
good.
match. It's just,
It's great. Chris Jericho.
Walls of Ladder Co.
Walls of Ladder Co.
Are you kidding? We've come. Are you reading my sheet?
No, that's my sheet.
Oh my god.
It's the best spot of the match.
Oh, we do this show too much. It is the best spot. That is my favourite ladder spot of all
I
time.
love it. Like the crowd go ballistic for it. I think the commentary sells it so well. It's so cool. You actually can go in the archives if you're new to Patreon. We've reviewed this show in full in WrestleTalk Extra. Chris Benoit.
Ladders works arm.
I've got similar works wrestling match.
yeah. Jericho's like, rock and roller ladder. And Benoit's like, screw that ladder, man. I'm just going to work over a body part.
No, my finish was the crippler crossface. I'm going to work over your arm. Do you mind?
The crippler crossface isn't on the ladder. That's down on the mat where it belongs.
Women's title match.
Angle, not match. Not Kurt.
Saved for Mania.
Yeah, it's just to build the injury angle stuff.
Ivory.
Build to Mania.
My friend China.
I knew you were going to put that, so I didn't put it in.
This is the lead-in. This is the angle that sets up the My Friend China angle of the promo. I love that promo. China.
Serious injury angle.
This didn't work.
Oh, do you not think?
I'm looking at this with the benefit of hindsight because she's like back by the next pay-per-view.
Yeah, wow. What a recovery.
You can't really do a neck break angle and then just be back in a few weeks' time being like, WrestleMania, me and you.
Rhea Ripley was back in a week.
You're from an orbital thing.
Oh, yeah.
This is a neck break thing. I don't think this angle works. ... with the benefit of hindsight. Stevie Richards.
Doing YouTube video. Probably going to do a little video on this soon.
I was going to say, has he done one yet?
I should have checked.
Yeah. Here's what I think of the 2021 Royal Rumble. I don't know why. Whenever I do Stephen Richards, it sounds like the
John Laurinaitis.
John Laurinaitis, or the principal from Beavis and Butthead. Oh, Beavis and Butthead! Oh, you little bastards! Completely underrated group.
Oh, Right to Censor.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. There's someone in the front row of the crowd dressed up in full Right to Censor outfit.
The most distracting guy in any crowd I've ever seen at any wrestling show. Anytime someone comes in, he's the first person I see. He's got like 20 different signs. He's in costume. He headbangs so much at one point he gets dizzy. I can't not look at him.
He has a concussion.
World title match.
Stone Cold wins. Not Kurt. Not Trips. It's the Attitude Era, so Stone Cold's going to win every match, even the matches he's not in.
So I'm looking at this match. I go, heel Triple H, heel Kurt Angle, Trips angry my GM.
Yeah! You'll get an email about this.
Absolutely. He's going to message you like, hey, you should book bad guys against good guys.
Well, it's because he learned the hard way by doing it himself in the ring.
Kurt Angle.
Who's the baby face?
Well, I tell you what, it doesn't matter. It does not matter because background for McMahon.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. The world champion is in this match, I think the 5th wheel?
Yeah.
Maybe even the 6th wheel if you include Vince. Triple H.
World title obsession. He's got that. The couple of
character.
backstage bits earlier on, he's just obsessed about getting that title back.
Yeah. You're only the world champion because I allowed it. Surprisingly turning face.
Yeah.
So this is the plan at this point here is Triple H is going to beat Austin at No Way Out, which he does. Bearing in mind that Austin's going to win the world title next month. And that was going to set up Triple H, Austin, two-man power trip. Austin turns on Triple H. Triple H turns babyface, and that's your program through the rest of the summer. Is Austin as the heel and Triple H as the babyface. So this here is supposed to be starting the starting point of Triple H's babyface turn. Trish Stratus.
Kurt's business manager.
Yeah.
This is classic. Deborah's now the Rock's manager in the Austin feud.
No. This is classic. Make it about the McMahons. Because this is all for the Vince storyline. This is to build for the Vince match at Mania. So this is build for Mania.
Again. Which makes sense. It's a Royal Rumble match. But not like this. Although that is the best match.
Oh,
the Shane versus Vince.
at WrestleMania?
17.
At that with the hardcore triple threats?
So many. I thought you were going to say it another match, but of course you were. But yeah, so Kurt chose Trish to annoy Stephanie,
Yes.
who is Triple H's second
Wife. Yes. And second, yes. Well, how else you got involved Vince in this storyline? Stephanie McMahon.
Actual match focus.
Actually the focus.
Yeah, well, that's enough for a shake.
So I said that he was like the 5th wheel, but let's count this through. So there's Triple H, Steph,
Trish and Vince.
Trish, Vince, Austin,
Oh yeah, Austin.
and then Angle. So he's actually the 6th wheel in this match. Royal Rumble match.
We're in the Rumble. We're in the Rumble itself now. Could be anyone.
I mean, it was always going to be Austin, but their video package that plays before this, you're like, yeah, it really could be any one of these guys. It could be Bob Buchanan.
Well, Rock cuts a promo as well, and he's like, it could be this guy. It could be me versus Perry Saturn. It could be... And he says, or it could be Stone Cold Steve Austin. And, promo works insane.
So great. Best Rumble ever. I'm going to die on that sword. Jeff Hardy.
Don't fight Matt!
Why fight brother? Idiots. They just see each other. They eliminate from the ring. It's like, hey man, me and you, let's go at it now. No, wait till the next person comes in and throw them out as well.
Jeff Jarrett was in the match.
Bob Buchanan.
Not Bull Buchanan. After Rock said it could be Bull Buchanan,
Oh, right, okay.
it's not Bull Buchanan.
I was trying to think of who his son is and get it, and I was going to get it wrong.
Oh my god, who
Is it Josh Briggs?
I think Josh Briggs is who comes to mind.
But that might just be because I have him in my GM mode on the Monday Night War.
Who did all that angle about potentially leaving NXT? I think it is Josh Briggs. Okay, let's say Josh Briggs.
But anyway,
correct us in the comments.
But I've actually gone for no necktie. Which commentary bring up, it's like, he's got a serious face and he's not wearing his necktie for his right to censor gimmick. Man number 3, Matt Hardy.
Don't fight Jeff! This is when he comes in and he's like, they both eliminate Bull Buchanan.
Yeah.
Great tactics. And on those great tactics, they're like, okay, well, let's now fight each other. Rather than just be a team for the rest of the match.
Yeah. No, so they're like, hey man, let's go. I'll prove that I can be the better man than you can in this ring. I'm going to go on till WrestleMania.
This is one of the most despised spots in all of wrestling for me.
But for me, I think the dumber part of this is I've got my one eliminated like idiots. Mm-hmm. They both fight on like over the ropes and then just fall. They look like absolute goobers. Farouk.
Always pounding ass. They were wearing the shirt backstage earlier. It's this era of the APA.
Yeah, he's not in for long though, so I've just got, thanks for coming, Drew Carey.
The celeb entrant.
Best Rumble cameo.
Yeah, it's who you think of when you think of the best Rumble cameo.
For years, this was so hated. This was like an online joke for years of like one of the worst Rumble moments ever, that Drew Carey was in a Royal Rumble. Do you remember he got inducted into the Hall of Fame and was booed? Because,
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he got inducted into the Hall of Fame and was booed. He then appeared at WrestleMania and got so booed because the audience have hated memories of this.
Oh, when I watched it as a kid, I remember loving it.
Me too. But like for years, this was like the worst Rumble cameo ever. I think you look back at it now, it's so funny.
Yeah, we've had so many Pat McAfees since. We didn't know what we had.
We had that Rumble where Cole, Lawler, and JBL was like, maybe Drew Carey wasn't all that bad, you know? 6, Kane.
Main character energy.
Wanted to win.
Well, you wanted him to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what would that have done to Mania?
Well, I mean, he would not have been the right move.
Yeah.
But he was like, he was my guy. Like, this is best Kane. He looks awesome. And like, he gets me to that final turn. I'm like, I actually wanted him to win. He goes on this dominating run. But it's my favorite JR call of the match is because it's Drew Carey in the ring on his own. And JR just goes, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
And then, yeah, Drew Carey's trying to, like, pay him money and stuff.
It's so good.
But who should run in?
Raven.
Drew Carey's savior.
Should have won.
Drew was going to get chokeslammed. Should have won for yours.
Yeah, of course.
It's undermined. You just said the last guy you wanted to win.
Wanted to win.
Oh, but in hindsight.
Should have won.
Yeah.
Al Snow.
Ball to ball.
The bowling balls.
Bowling ball to the dick.
Jumps the gun. Big friggin' idiot misses his cue. He runs down before the timer starts.
Oh, wait.
So
I
then
thought that was character-based because he's nutty, he's hardcore.
I think, well, maybe it is just that, but it feels like... Because then the commentary are really confused as to why he's there. Because then he gets in the ring and is like, oh, I guess he's the next entrant then.
Yeah, I quite like that.
Perry Saturn.
I didn't have much to write. There's not... This is why it's such a great Rumble. You can have an opinion on pretty much every entrant. Apart from Perry Saturn and I think Albert. But I just put really underrated wrestler. Because when he's in there, he's great.
He's not there.
Oh, you mean he's sort of... Yeah,
Perry has said in interviews that he has no memory of being in the WWF.
Wow,
it's like
so
he was doing so many drugs. He's like, I have no memory of anything that I did while I was there. And when he's walking to the ring, he's just got this glassy look over him.
But that was kind of what I used to find intimidating about him. I didn't see it as a glassy-eyed thing. I saw it as like, I am just a killing machine. I know nothing other than wrestling. Didn't know it was drugs influenced.
Steve Blackman.
Should have fought Kane. Everyone's beaten on Kane. Blackman runs in and saves Kane.
But he was the Hardcore Championship. It's going after Raven.
They should have just been like, guys, let's get rid of Kane.
Yeah.
But he didn't. And then you know what happens right after Blackman's beaten up all the other hardcore guys? Kane beats him up.
This is, if you haven't seen this match, which you should do, this is the hardcore portion of the match.
Yeah.
You've got the hardcore champion in there, then Al Snow comes in, and then it's Perry Saturn, who's in that hardcore division, Steve Blackman, and it's just weapons all over them, which means that Blackman can suplex with sticks. Because he gets his little little sticks out, starts beating people up. And then like Phil Collins. And he literally does a suplex while holding his sticks.
Nice.
Grandmaster Sexay.
Maybe he's actually another one there's not much to say on.
Whoa, are you high? Like
I
Perry
just put-
Saturn. Like there's easily something to say about him.
I just put Kane fodder.
But
I didn't even get 3 words out of it.
eliminated via bin. So all these hardcore guys are doing all their hardcore shtick. Kane just gets up, grabs a bin, starts walloping everyone. He hits Grandmaster Sexy with the bin, and he gets eliminated. He flies over the top rope. It's awesome.
This is Kane's, Kane like clears house now. That is the hardcore portion of the match done.
Eliminates everyone. Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah, it sets up Honky Tonk Man. I've gone for best Kane elimination.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't actually eliminate Drew Carey. He doesn't the timeline we all remember. But in your timeline, Luke, he doesn't eliminate Drew.
No, he eliminates himself.
So this is actually the Honky Tonk Man. He comes down, he does the song, he cuts the promo. Kane gets the guitar ready,
waffles him with it. It's so good. Jerry singing rules. Because Jerry, they're cousins, is so excited.
What?
Jerry and the Honky Tonk Man.
Are cousins?
Yeah, do you not know that?
Are you getting it confused with Grandmaster Sexay,
No,
the previous
that's his
entrant?
son.
Who's the son?
Yeah, that's his son. But Honky Tonk Man and Jerry are cousins.
I never knew this.
No? Yeah, they're related. That's why he's so excited when he comes out. He's like, it's the Honky Tonk Man!
They look the same. I just thought he was heel liking heel.
And then he's just having the time of his life when Honky Tonk Man's doing the song and he's singing along. He's like, I'm the Honky Tonk Man. He's the Honky Tonk Man. It's so good. And then he wobbles him with the guitar. And Jerry goes, I guess he didn't like the song. It's the best Rumble ever. The Rock.
95% selling moves. I love The Rock. I think he's great in this match.
Yep.
I just thought he hit more moves. He's selling. He gets in. Crowd pops. He gets in. Kane punches him right away.
Every single person that comes into this just beats up The Rock.
And like a lot as well.
Yeah.
Like putting him through tables.
It's too selfless in this period of time, man. Perfect next entrance. When you
After the comedy of,
because you have that. Look at this layout. So you got Matt and Jeff, hugely over the Hardys. Go into the hardcore stuff. Then there's the comedy.
people related to Lawler Division.
So there's comedy with Carey. Then it's the hardcore stuff. Then comedy with the Honky Tonk Man. And Helim's like, K stands tall. If you smell, and the crowd goes ballistic because they're at a fever pitch at this point. It's the perfect time to bring The Rock in. The Godfather.
Brief nod reunion. Nod being Nation of Domination. Yeah, the Good Father, not the Godfather. Nor what was his Nation of Domination name?
It's Mustafa, not Mustafa Ali, because that's a different version. Colonel Mustafa is a different gimmick he had. Was he Colonel Mustafa? Yeah, Colonel Mustafa.
I can't even remember now.
Pretty sure it's Colonel Mustafa. Let's have a look. The Godfather.
Just some dancing to fill the time.
Also, you may have to search for wrestler as well, otherwise it just brings up the movie.
What movie?
Karma Mustafa.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I was right.
And your 3 words are?
Oh, sorry, yes. In and Out. Taz.
WWE doesn't like 10 seconds.
Okay, here's my 3. 1 year later. 1 year prior to this, he choked out Kurt Angle in his debut, the first person to beat Kurt Angle in WWE. 1 year later, is eliminated in 10 seconds.
You know why that is, though, don't you? He thinks he's too good. This guy walks in here
Yeah.
thinking he's all that.
The Right to Censor fan has a sign that says, my poo is bigger than Taz.
Yes.
Bradshaw.
Tough guy filler.
Stiff as dick. He's so stiff in this match. Albert.
Rock Kane distraction. I think this is just a way to give Rock and Kane some time apart, because they do have that sort of like Rumble length feud from Rock's entry onwards.
Yeah, because what the portion of the match you're in now is filling up the ring, because we're now going to get to the star-studded portion of the match plus Billy Gunn.
The one Billy Gunn.
So for this is a proper JR big young stud.
Yeah.
Who I think won one of the Royal Rumbles once. Hardcore Holly.
Tough guy filler.
Works over Rocky.
Yeah.
It is. I'm going to work over The Rock. I'm going to make a name for myself.
Teach this young kid how to work. Put him through the paces.
K Quick.
Actual time traveler.
Has not aged.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Not just like facially, the body.
Yeah.
He's got the same 6-pack.
The way he moves.
The muscly bosoms.
Yeah. He has not aged a day. Val Venus.
Best Val Venus?
Well, the Right to Censor Val Venus?
Do you like him more than the Valboski?
Than porno Val Venus?
Or, modern day on Twitter?
Certainly, I'd like him more than modern day Val Venus, and I think I like him more than when he was the Sheriff Sean Morley or whatever his name was.
in TNA?
No, he was there in TNA, but he was also one in WWE. He was like a backstage sort of assistant general manager thing. I've got elimination fodder. William Regal.
He's European champion.
my European champion.
He doesn't come out with it, and he's in it very briefly, longer than Taz. But it's the music, it's the burgundy little tights, it's the European title on his name bar graphic.
He
Takes him back to Sunday afternoons.
Well, that's it. He is here because this aired on Channel 4 as one of our free pay-per-views that we got every year. And he's basically in getting this push because, well, the Bulldog didn't work out. And they needed a British guy to feature on these pay-per-views and on Heat for the British audience they had on Channel 4.
And what a showing he got.
And they made him a bad guy. Like, you're doing this...
That's classic WWE.
You're doing this for us, and you make him a baddie, and his gimmick is British people are knobs.
How do we crack the Indian market? Well, let's get a Canadian Indian guy and turn him into the biggest heel in the company, who's racist against other characters.
No. Test.
Likes TNA party. Because he goes to Albert.
He does, because...
TNA, not that TNA.
No, T and A.
T and A.
Yeah.
The better TNA?
No.
But actually, probably if you list all the bad things the promotion TNA have done,
Yeah.
that outweighs massively the bad things that the tag team T and A have done.
Which really wasn't all that much. They were only together for like 6 months or so. And I saw them a lot on Sunday Night Heat, so I got a lot of nostalgic memories of them.
I thought, like, if you ask 12-year-old Ollie, he's like, well, they're probably one of the greatest tag teams of all time.
Yeah, like them and the Headbangers.
Yeah.
A Rumble party.
Yeah.
Big Show.
Defending Rumble champion.
I know. Never mentions that, do they? No, but what JR does say, because he comes in and starts throwing people around, this is Big Show's return to WWE. He'd been sent to OVW to, learn to get motivated.
Become less Big Show.
And he comes back and starts throwing around. And JR says, playing with children.
When he's beating everyone up.
Yeah, it's like playing with children, because he's just throwing them around so easily.
Oh, does JR beat up children?
Guess so.
For fun. He also, I thought it was quite noticeable that The Rock is the one to eliminate him.
Yes.
Pretty quickly as well. Like, Big Show's only in there a minute or two.
Yeah.
Because he can't be in there for the big Undertaker Brothers of Destruction spot.
Exactly.
Like, it makes sense. But yeah, Rock eliminating Show. It's like, oh yeah, let's just fix that from last year.
Yeah. But then Big Show takes The Rock out of it, because
Through the table.
The Rock has not done enough in this match as it is. Let's have a little sleep now. Give you a little Roman Reigns sleep moment.
It's also functions really well, though, because you need to
Exactly.
take The Rock out for what's going to happen very
What
shortly.
I mean about this being a perfectly laid out Rumble. Crash Holly.
Ring filling up.
Just one more.
Congratulations, Luke. You did not say title of your sex tape when I said ring filling up.
Oh,
He's grown as a person.
I've missed it. I've lost my edge.
Yeah.
I've lost my head now.
Title of your sex tape.
The Undertaker.
Brothers reunited, say.
Oh, it's so good. Because now the ring is all filled up. Big Show's out. The Rock's been taken out. So it's all of these quite bigger mid-card guys like Albert, Test, and
Crash
Holly and Hardcore Holly beating down Kane. Who can come out for the save? Keep rolling. Out comes the Undertaker. Crowd goes absolutely insane for it. They eliminate everyone. And JR says, and this is my 3 word, and now what? And they just stare at each other, and it's great. Place going nuts. It's so good.
Yeah. And just especially because it's the definitive Undertaker doing this.
Yep.
It's American Badass Taker with the best Kane. It's the best version of both of them.
Although I'll push back on that slightly, because I think Ministry of Darkness Taker is best Taker. Scotty Tahati.
Pay attention, Hardys. Kane and Undertaker are working together.
I think he meant Scotty.
Scotty doesn't want to get in. Scotty gets eliminated right away by a tag team who are brothers working together.
Yeah. And amazingly, somehow keeps hat.
Oh, does he really?
They beat him up from pillar to post, and his hat stays on his head the entire time.
It's like one of those weird things, like Mick Foley finding a tooth in his nose. Like, how does this work?
How does that work? And Scotty coming down, slowly taking his jacket off.
Yeah.
Like, oh no.
Oh, I don't want to dare to get in there.
But who could possibly take out the Brothers of Destruction? Steve Austin?
Psh. Rock's bloody stare down.
Oh, man.
When they both look at each other from across the ring and Stone Cold... Because Stone Cold gets beaten up by Triple H before he gets in. Another great little angle paying off from the title match earlier in the night. But when they're in the ring and they just look at each other, kind of like, Swerve and Hangman Page, that level of intensity from these days. It's like one of my favourite bits of all time.
Also, you got to look at that point there and be like, well, that's the WrestleMania main event then. And it is. And I know that is their plan going into it. But if you were booking this show and you heard that reaction, you'd be like, we've got it completely right. That is the WrestleMania main event. But I've got glass, shatter, pop. This crowd is at a fever pitch. And then the glass shatters and they go. That's why I think the Scotty 2 Hottie entrant is so perfect in there. Because it sets you up to think there'll be another one of those and they eliminate them. But no, you get that just slight little respite between Undertaker coming in before the glass shatter.
It's a sorbet 2 Hottie.
Yeah, that's good. Billy Gunn.
So everything you just said. Great booked Rumble. Everything's popping at this point.
Oh, yep.
And then Billy Gunn comes out and lasts until, so this is my 3 words, how Final 4?
Look, not like others.
And this isn't fun Billy Gunn.
No, this is serious Billy Gunn.
This isn't pink Fame-Asser shorts Billy Gunn.
It's the one Billy Gunn.
He's got cropped dark brown hair. He's got gold trunks.
Yeah, they were giving him the big push. Billy Gunn.
By stripping him of all his identity?
And gave him a different one. The one Billy Gunn.
What is the one Billy Gunn?
He's the one.
What is it as a feeling?
It is...
Is he cocky?
Yeah, he's the one Billy Gunn. His finish is called the one and only. He is, I'll say it again. Alice, you get it, right? He's the one Billy Gunn.
He doesn't get it. It reminds me of how can we make Shelton Benjamin pop? The gold standard Shelton Benjamin. And just that, it doesn't add anything to it.
Well, this is just, they loved pushing Billy Gunn. He's so tall.
Yeah.
So they were like, surely he's going to get over. Him and Test are always just getting mini pushes like this because they're like, surely it's going to work this time. And it never quite does. And him being in this Final 4, it is one of these things is not like the other. And it is the one Billy Gunn.
It's one Billy Gunn of these things
is not like the other.
It's the only blemish on otherwise flawless match.
Yeah. Haku.
Oh my God, everyone run. So my 3 words there are everyone run away.
I was trying to find the best way to describe. I was trying to Rumble eliminates him because he was too scared to have him in the match. But I have gone for a weird 29 because this crowd are popping for everyone coming in, even to a degree Billy Gunn. Haku comes out and no one reacts whatsoever because everyone's like, who?
Feels like he would have a good early 20s or...
Yeah, you kind of want him here because him and Rikishi are going to form a tag team soon and they're going to go against the Brothers of Destruction, which they kind of do a little bit here. But it is a little bit there's a few people you hear is is that Meng? And it's yeah, WCW's dying and now Meng is here.
But yeah, he no-sells everything.
Of course he does. Doesn't affect him.
He's got both Undertaker and Kane unloading punches on him.
Yeah.
Chop, 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 chop.
That is his selling. Rikishi.
Billy Gunn is the only... I don't fault them for this because they needed to make a new star and they tried, I guess, in WWE's way of trying where they say, well, we did everything on paper, but it doesn't also feel like they're actually pushing them. Somehow 0 pop.
By this point, so you have the heel turn for Rikishi in October sort of time, maybe even slightly
did it for
before
The
that.
Rock.
Did it for The Rock, and then that leads into this point here, and it's just heel turn failed. And they took this guy who was so over at the start of 2000. You compare the pop the non-pop he gets here to what he gets in 2000 as a babyface. It's night and day.
Grandmaster Sexay gets a bigger pop on this Rumble.
People still like Too Cool. But I tell you why it didn't make it work is because he turns heel, loses to The Rock, loses to Steve Austin, then gets thrown off the top of the cell by The Undertaker. Of course he didn't get over. He never won anything. And then he turns heel and they're actually it really wasn't him. It was Triple H all along.
It just... the air goes out of the arena when he comes out.
And we knew it was him because he won the match to get the number 30 spot. So we knew it was Rikishi. It's not like a Rey Mysterio thing where we're like, could be Bryan Danielson. No, this is just, we knew it was him.
Of course, it was actually Stone Cold Steve Austin who would go on to win. Who's the final three? It's him, Rock, and Billy Gunn.
No,
Kane.
Kane. Yeah.
It's Billy Gunn, Rock, Austin, Kane, the final four.
What a final four.
Apart
from Billy Gunn.
All-time final four. Nothing I would change in that final four. But yeah, then Gunn goes, obviously. Rock gets eliminated by Kane, which ties up that whole Rumble match really nicely. And then Austin eliminates Kane to win.
Via a chair as well. Really protects Kane in all of this, so he can have his big WrestleMania moment when he wins the Hardcore Championship in the best match of the night.
Do you think it's the best Rumble match of all time? We're in Rumble season. It's January, so let us know in the comments down below. Maybe 2025 will be even bigger. The Rock will probably be in it.
It won't. They'll never have a Rumble this good ever again. It's impossible because you'll never have this roster.
The Netflix Rumble.
It works
when the cast of Squid Games comes out.
When Finn Wolfhard's in it.
Yeah, 11's just like mind throwing people out the ring.
If they do a spot in the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble where Millie Bobby Brown eliminates Chelsea Green via mind powers, then maybe I will change my mind.
That's the only sort of spooky stuff we'll accept.
Yeah.
Thank you ever so much for supporting us here on Patreon. And yeah, go and watch some of the other great things we've got on the channel for you, on Patreon for you.
Go find our review of this show, because we reviewed it about like 4 years ago, maybe longer than that.
Yeah, it's an audio review, so it's coming in your ears and no clips like we do these days. But yeah, go and listen to that. We've probably changed all our opinions. And there's no consistency. In that one, I'd probably say, man, Billy Gunn. He is the one.
This push worked so well. He's going to go on to form one of my favourite forgotten tag teams of 2001, Shoguns, which is him and Big Show become Shoguns.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, no one does. They become Shoguns for a little bit.
What, like they do a full wandering ninja style or samurai thing?
No, they're just called Shoguns.
Right.
And they're at Invasion together. The Invasion pay-per-view, yeah.
Okay. Well, for now, I've been Ollie Davis. That's been Luco in DAD. Jam that jam, Patreons.